Okay, this is video number 2 on this 2003 Prius that turned out to have a leak at the evaporator, but I'm still going through the rest of the test, looking for more leaks still, testing the system mechanically, and as you can see, we have 6.2 PSI on the low side. We have 83 PSI on the high side, and you can see our outdoor dry bulb temperature is 66 degrees. It's a very cool day. Very low on refrigerant, probably only has about 3 or 4 ounces of refrigerant in the system. People say, oh, but doesn't the pressure sensor shut off the system to protect the compressor? The answer is no, absolutely not. Equivalently, 100% does not shut off the system to protect it when it's low. When it's out, yes. When it's so low it can't keep up the vapor pressure, yes. But when it's low, absolutely 100% under no circumstances does the pressure sensor switch turn it off when it's just low. So here's the refrigerant flow. As you can see, I now installed dye inside the system. Now let's see if I can get the glare out of there. You can see it's mostly vapor, very little liquid. Now when I injected the dye at the low side port, and when I injected the dye I started counting because the system was in operation. It took about 22 seconds for it to go through the compressor, out of the compressor, into the top port located right here of the condenser, the vapor inlet of the condenser, make its way and travel back and forth through the condenser, go through the receiver dryer, subcooling, and then come out the liquid port and make its path heading towards the expansion valve to this point. Only took 22 seconds. And the system only has, I'm going to measure it and let you know on the next video how much refrigerant I actually take out of the system. But I just wanted you to see, here's another thing. So our return air going into the system is 72 degrees, or actually I think I have it on recycle. So our return air, because I wanted to show you what a few ounces of refrigerant can do. It's nice and cool feeling because I have it on low. Right now I have it at low and it's coming out at 55 degrees. And recycle. Let's take the recycle there. Since it's on, we already know the ambient air temperature. This is the outside, see the red? So that's our return air. So if it's in recycle, no, I don't have it in recycle. Okay, let's keep this test up the way it was. I thought I had it in recycle. So I'm gonna keep it, have to get it way up, down inside where the air goes down to the air filter. So we have 70, we got roughly 70 degree air, 71, 72. So it's mixing the outdoor air temperature of 63 degrees with some of this engine heat, mixing with it, taking it down here and giving us an average temperature of 70 degrees, 69 degrees. This air right here is probably about 110 degrees. And coming out of the dash, we have 56 degrees. So we've got a delta T of 14 degrees being this low on refrigerant. All right, look at our superheat. Superheat at 69. Our superheat is way too high. Can't even pay attention to our subcooling because it's just so low. And I will bring you back on after I recover it and weigh it, and let's see how much refrigerant comes out of. Well, let's do one more test. Let's turn the air supply up to high speed. So look at, we're at 56 degrees. We're at low speed. Let's go high. Now we're at high speed. You'll watch, you should see the air supply climb. It's not a very hot day out, so there's very little load. It takes very, very little refrigerant, and you can be less than halfway. Actually, if this was filled up halfway, it would probably be coming out about 42, 45 degrees. Now this is at maximum airspeed, lowest temperature setting, set on the face mode. And this is our delta T. We're dropping 11 degrees, 10, 11 degrees on high speed. We were 14 degrees on low speed. Okay, I'm gonna turn it to max. Let's do recycle, lowest speed. And this will slowly go back down on our supply temperature. It'll go eventually back down to that 54 degrees. So let me perform the recovery and see exactly how much refrigerant comes out of this system. Wait for video number 3 coming up.